Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 2nd, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Monday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Also, we're going to take a look at Tropical Storm Philippe in this video as well. Also, we're going to take a look at the Watches Warning Advisory map for your location across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products they offer, plus the storm reports that came in this afternoon. And also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the country as well, so that way you get a chance to see where the precipitation is falling for your location. Alright, if you're a new viewer, you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button today. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing once again. And let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty. As you can see here, we got a little bit of shower activity up here around West Virginia. A little bit of shower activity along the Carolina coast. Off in the coastal water, eastern Florida, down toward the Florida Keys. A little bit in the Gulf of Mexico and also across South Texas. We got quiet conditions extending up here from portion of Canada down to portion of Wisconsin, all the way back to Louisiana, northern Florida, western Florida to the Carolinas, all the way back into the Northeast. Back up toward Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine regions as well. Alright, we got some showers and storms extending from much of Texas all the way up through Oklahoma, also through Kansas, all the way up to the Canadian border, right along the North Dakota border, also over toward Minnesota as well, through portion of Wisconsin, also in Iowa and Missouri. We got some shower activity over in portion along the Canadian border from Montana region and also into central Montana as well, and also the portions of Wyoming, back into portions of Idaho, and also into Oregon as well. Alright, we got some mixed precipitation up here in southwest Canada around the Vancouver region, also a little bit in Oregon, also in the ports of Idaho, Montana, back into Wyoming, northern Colorado, northern Utah, and northeastern Nevada. Alright, in the yellow slashed area, extending from portions of Nebraska all the way down to West Texas, some severe weather possible in that region for your Tuesday. Alright, here's your Wednesday forecast. As you can see, we got some precipitation along the Carolina coast in the coastal waters all the way down across central and southern Florida, including the Florida Key, a little bit down in the Gulf of Mexico, and all across southern Texas, northern Mexico as well. Also all extending all the way up into portions of Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and across portions of southern Canada around the Great Lakes region as well. Shower activity across the southern Canada region, back into North Dakota, back into Minnesota, South Dakota, and also some over toward Montana, also down toward portions of Colorado and Wyoming, and a little bit over around Vancouver in the Washington State as well. We have mixed precipitation up here across southern Canada, back into Montana, also some more mixed precipitation in portions of Wyoming, also in the Colorado, red slashed area here in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and portions of Missouri. Some heavy rain and flash flooding is possible, and dry weather expected from southeast Canada all the way down the east coast to the Carolinas, Georgia, back into portions of Mississippi and Louisiana, also into northern Mexico and also central Mexico, back toward the Gulf of California, also through Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, portions of Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, portions of Iowa as well, back into Montana. Also some dry conditions expected over to Idaho, Washington, and Oregon State, Nevada, and California for your Wednesday. Alright, now let's move on to the tropics here. As you can see here is Philippe. Philippe looking a little better organized. See the islands getting affected at what I was talking about earlier this afternoon and been for the past few days. Philippe is bringing some tropical storm conditions to portions of the island, some much needed rainfall, and also some gusty winds for the central and northern portions of the Leeward Islands. And also, it will continue to push on off to the west a little bit further west. All right. All right, let's take a look at some info on to the Spaghetti-O models. You can see here's the wind field. You see tropical storm conditions expected over portions of these islands that the tropical storm Philippe is doing. It's moving almost right along the island chain there, and then moving northward, and then moving. Now the National Hurricane Center has it becoming a hurricane on Saturday instead of then on Thursday and Friday. Here's Bermuda. You will get affected by this storm. I've been talking about that for the past several days. Philippe will affect you guys in Bermuda. So you may experience some tropical storm force winds in your vicinity. Alright, if you're tracking it at home, this is the 5 p.m. advisory located near latitude 17.6 north, longitude 61.5 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles an hour with higher gusts, moving into the northwest at 7 miles per hour. And it's still classified as a tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. Alright, let's take a look at the computer model guidance here. Okay, as you can see here, the current position of the storm just northeast of the Leeward Island. Continue to push on off to the west northwest into the north. There's Bermuda. See, the models are shifting back to the west, just like I've been predicting. And also it's heading towards the Nova Scotia region. So I would not be surprised if Nova Scotia, maybe St. John's Island, if it bends a little bit further back to the west, you guys in the northeast United States could get affected by this system. But right now, most of the models taking it off to the north, to the northeast. But I'm expecting a shift back to the west, possible with Philippe as we continue to move forward in time. So I would not be surprised to see them models shift back to the west there a little bit more. All right, let's take a look at the intensity guidance. This is what the National Hurricane Center keeps at 45 knot winds, they get 50 miles per hour. Pretty much all the models now keeping it as a tropical storm. There's only about 2 or 3 models, or maybe 4 models keeping it as a hurricane, but a lot of them have them backed off. So it may just remain a tropical storm at this time. Alright, that's your tropical update. Now let's move on to your watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, you can see here we still got the coastal flood advisories up here around New Jersey, Washington, D.C. area. Also southeast Georgia, northeast Florida. Also down into portions of southeast Louisiana. Still got some gale warnings up here around the Boston area, all the way down to eastern North Carolina. Same from southern South Carolina to east down toward the Miami, Key West area of Florida. Also the Florida Keys, all the way back over to South Texas. Also we had them red flag warnings still in effect for South Louisiana, eastern Texas. Wind advisories up here in portions of Montana. Winter weather advisories also for portions of Montana or Wyoming. Also portions of Utah. Freeze warnings now in effect for you guys in northwestern Colorado. Got some special weather statements for Wyoming, Nebraska, and also Colorado, North Texas for some strong thunderstorms. Flash flood warning there as well. Wind advisory for eastern Arizona. Beach hazard statement for portions of southwestern Oregon. Gale warning extending from portion of Oregon down to central California. And we got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for West Texas, also eastern New Mexico with ongoing severe thunderstorm warning, flood advisories, and a flash flood warning there as well. Alright, we still got special weather statements across portions of Alaska, winter weather advisory, winter storm warnings in effect there as well around the area, coastal areas that is. Still got gale warnings in effect. The Hawaiian chain looks a-okay. Alright. Here's a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview for today. As you can see, there's the general thunderstorm pretty much down into portions of South Florida, Florida Keys over towards Savannah, over toward the Bahamas. Also down in the Gulf of Mexico, South Texas. Also general thunderstorms over here in portions of Montana down to western New Mexico. Also some shower activity moving in over in Washington, Oregon State, Northwest California. All right, marginal risk extending from all the way from south north. Thunderstorm watch is in effect. We have another little slight risk area up here in portions of South Dakota into Nebraska as well. As you can see on the convective outlook a little bit better without the radar, you can see what I was talking about. Current watches in effect for eastern portion of New Mexico and southwest Texas for severe thunderstorm warning. MDS discussion. There's a watch possible for this area. That's pretty much about where that another watch may be issued for portion of the panhandle of Texas. Alright, storm reports came in this afternoon. We had 0 tornado report, wind reports. It was 2, 0 was high. They pretty much took place in portions of Colorado. And also I think 1 here in portions of New Mexico as well. Hail report, we had 6 of them. 2 of them were large, so that brought the total number to 8 of this current recording. Would not be surprised to see a few more. Large hail reports pretty much came in Texas, New Mexico, and northern portion of New Mexico as well. Fire weather, no areas of fire weather to discuss, so that's pretty good news. Alright, now let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Around Vancouver through Seattle, down into Oregon, Northern California, scattered activity portion from Montana through Wyoming, Idaho, Nevada, Utah, also back down toward New Mexico. There's these showers and storms moving through that region, bringing some severe weather to northwest Texas. There's some shower activity from central and south Texas. Some shower and storm activity also in Oklahoma and the Kansas region as well, toward Denver, Colorado, and also back into Nebraska as well. Alright, we got some shower activity down in the Gulf of Mexico, also down around Havana, Cuba, and also just south of Miami, and also some scattered activity down in portions of the Bahamas. Alright, well, that concludes today's video. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take